hair wash days don't have to take all day, and I've actually learned a few shortcuts along the way that get me out the door faster without wrecking my curls. Hey there guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're brand new here, hi, my name's Courtney. I think you probably knew that already, but I am so glad you're here because today I'm going to be sharing 5 tips that get you from dirty to dry faster. That sounded way worse than I meant for it to, but we all know what the wavy curly hair wash day marathon looks like. It's a lot, and all the stuff and things that we can do to shorten that process to make our curly hair wash days faster are welcome. So here are my top 5 tips to do that for you. Number 1, you want to style on damp hair instead of soaking wet hair. Now I know what you might be thinking, Courtney, I have tried that and all I get is incredibly stringy curls. I feel you. That tends to be what happens to me when I style on damp hair. A few of the tricks that I have found to be able to style on damp hair without breaking up my curls so much that they look like ramen noodles sprouting from my head is to really organize my curl clumps thoroughly and well on soaking wet hair. However, do not apply the product just yet. Leave the curls organized and awesome. Plop my hair in a towel per usual. Then come back later gently, and I mean gently, take that towel off of my hair, and I find styling with a mousse on damp hair can work better than styling with a gel on damp hair. You get better product penetration because mousses are fluffy and squishy, and if you gently scrunch and pulse them into your damp hair, they penetrate into the curls. You don't have to work so hard to get the product into your hair that you are completely breaking up all of those curls and getting stringy curls. Tip number 2 is to use a high quality hair dryer. I know. We all just want to be air dry mermaids. Doesn't that sound lovely? But investing in a high quality hair dryer, like my personal favorite, the Laifen SE, completely changed the speed of my wavy curly wash days. I have literally put this dryer up to the test against some of the highest of high-end hair dryers on the market, and it dries my hair faster than hair dryers that are twice as expensive. This portion of today's video is sponsored by Laifen. Thank you, Laifen, so much for being willing to work with me. I never, ever work with brands that I don't 1000% believe in the product. If my dad heard me say 1000%, he would be getting on to me saying that doesn't exist. You know, you can't have a percentage higher than 100. But I really like Laifen. It's an extremely high quality hair dryer for a very affordable price. Another thing I love about this particular hair dryer is that it is packed with tons of negative ions, which make the hair smoother, shinier, and way less frizzy. Another feature that's really fun is the LED ring light. Red means hot, yellow means warm, blue means cold, and it even has a circulation mode that alternates between hot and cold air that protects your curls from ever getting overly heated. And even though it's crazy powerful, it's very lightweight, making it super portable. It's also surprisingly quiet. So can you get away with using your Walmart Conair hair dryer and the diffuser that came in that box with the Walmart hair dryer? Yes, you absolutely can. But if you truly are trying to shave off time off of your wavy curly hair wash days, Laifen hair dryers are the way to go. They just are. I'm gonna be 100% honest. My cosmetology school that I am currently in and deeply enjoying cannot wait to graduate and be fully licensed to cut everyone's curls. They provided us with a hair dryer that is very nice, that is very high quality. I was extremely impressed. It wasn't my Laifen. Did I take a Laifen hair dryer up to cosmetology school? Why, yes I did, because I have had the absolute pleasure of cutting and styling people's curls already while in school. The hair dryer that was provided was not cutting it. I'm particular. And I'm also just very attached to my Laifen at this point. It's awesome. It's, at this point, kind of a non-negotiable for me if I'm wanting my wash days to go quickly. I know that if I am not using my Laifen hairdryer, my wash day is just simply gonna take longer. I would like to give you alternatives, you know, because that's what I like to do. I like to share multiple options for you because perhaps you can't get your hands on the product that I'm recommending. But this is one spot where I really honestly don't have a great substitute or alternative for this recommendation. If anybody else out there has tried one, let us know in the comments down below. That's just magical and majestic. But for me, it's the Laifen. Yeah, forever and for always. The third tip to speeding up your wash days is to use a microfiber towel. Yes, I know you've already switched out from using a terry cloth towel. You've been using a t-shirt on your hair. My friends, there is something about microfiber that does absorb more water than cotton. I personally love the Perfect Hair Care towel. It has the same texture as a t-shirt, but it has the absorbency of microfiber. More water removed from your hair equals directly shorter dry times. Now, if you are using the Perfect Hair Care and you want to speed up your wash days even more, you're using a good microfiber towel, but you want to speed it up even more. After you take the plop off of your head, micro plop your hair one more time before you start diffusing. Use a dry part of the towel and gently squeeze the excess water out from your hair. It makes a huge difference. It's truly wild in how adding one more little scrunch with the towel before diffusing will speed up your dry times. Fourth tip is to focus on drying your roots first. Why? Why do we want to hover diffuse our roots first? I see people all over the internet having very strong opinions about how to properly diffuse your hair. And guess what? I also have very strong opinions, but they are backed up by science, or at least they are science-y. In my brain, I have a degree in chemistry, and I really love approaching basically every aspect of life from a logical perspective. So the reason that I say diffuse your roots first is that part of your hair holds on to water more than your ends. Your ends tend to dry faster, and your roots tend to take the longest to dry. Why do they take the longest to dry? I am so glad you asked. That part of your hair is the lowest porosity part of your hair. What does that mean? That means that that portion of your hair is the least damaged. It has the least wear and tear on it from being out in the world. It has been exposed to less wash days, less opportunities to become damaged. That hair cuticle is laying down nice and tight. Water stays in that hair. It does not want to evaporate out. So, hover diffusing your dryer on your roots first and getting that portion of your hair dry drastically speeds up the dry time. And then you can pixie diffuse the ends of your hair to finish drying your hair. Tip number 5, my last tip, is to stop diffusing your hair when it's 90% dry and let it finish air drying the rest of the way. I know. Air drying, in theory, takes longer than diffusing. Why not just finish diffusing your hair to 100% dry? I'd love to tell you. There is something about that last 10% of water in your hair that takes forever to dry.
Forever.
I can spend 15 minutes diffusing my hair and get it to 90% dry. I have to spend another 15 to 20 minutes diffusing my hair to get that last little 10% of my hair dry. When, if I were to just air dry, it would be fully air dried in 20 minutes. I'm not sure exactly how that works, but once the hair is 90% dry, that cast is usually fairly well set. And then I go wandering around my house. I do some chores, I fold some laundry, and bada bing, bada boom, 20 minutes later, I check my hair with my fingers grab my fingers, stick them in there and close them, check my hair, and it's 100% dry, which is just as fast as if I had stood in my bathroom diffusing for those whole 20 minutes. And it creates less frizz. Why spend the time diffusing your hair to get that last little 10% dry when it will air dry on its own in the same amount of time and just be frizzier if you diffused it? It's so much less hassle. And because I'm Courtney, I'm gonna add in just a little bonus tip because I like you guys. And this one is a bonus tip because I promised 5 tips at the beginning of the video, and I don't want to make anybody mad. So I made sure to give you 5 solid curly hair friendly tips to get your wash days done faster. But here's one more little bonus tip. You don't have to do it if you don't want to, but use, I'm gonna say it, I'm gonna make some people mad. Use an alcohol-based hairspray on your hair after you've microplopped and right before you diffuse. Why do you want to do that? Using an alcohol-based hairspray, that alcohol is going to help your hair dry faster. My personal favorite is the Pacifica Big Waves hairspray. It smells like heaven. It smells absolutely incredible and very delicious. It never makes my hair feel crunchy or gritty. It has a tiny bit of sea salt in it, so it gives my hair some body and some movement, and it helps my hair dry a little bit faster. All right, guys, that is it for this video. Those are the 5 ways, 6 ways really, that I make my curly hair wash days faster. And if you want to try out the dryer that I mentioned, please feel free to check out the links in the description down below. Right now, it's 30% off for Prime Day, but if you miss Prime Day, that's okay. I have a discount code down below. My code will give you an extra 5% off discount on Prime Day. But if not, then you just can use the code whenever you feel like it and still get a discount. As always, I sure hope you're having an absolutely fantastic day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!